You know, one thing that people always advise young graduates is find a mentor. Find somebody who's been on the path before you, who can kind of guide you, show you where all the pitfalls are, and kind of be your guardian angel if you're about to make some sort of mistake. Sorry, 1 second. Hopefully that's not me. No, that's not me. And there's 3 things I want to talk about when you talk about finding a mentor.
I cannot train you the way I have trained the 5.
Which sometimes is overlooked. I thought it might be worth mentioning. One, when someone says find a mentor, that does not mean you don't put in the hard work. When someone says find a mentor, he's a mentor, you need to be on that journey yourself, and then the mentor will, believe it or not, just appear. You need to show that you are putting the effort in first. They're not going to teach you everything right from the get-go. And let me explain that. Say, for example, if you want to improve in oral surgery and you need a mentor in oral surgery, you already need to be on your path for oral surgery, learning, shadowing somebody, maybe doing a hospital post, and then automatically you will come in contact with people who are in further along the journey than you, who will then potentially be one of your mentors. Doesn't mean you only need one, but you need to be on the path where you can't be doing this, thinking, oh, again, I'm going to use the example of oral surgery. I need to improve my oral surgery, not been doing any of it. You need to be on the path, or at least start the path yourself, and the mentor will appear. Sometimes there's a feeling of perception that you need a mentor right from the get-go, right before you even start. That's not the case. Start yourself, be on the journey, and you'll be surprised how quickly a mentor will pop up. Tip number 2. When someone's looking for a mentor, they often make the mistake of going for somebody in their field right at the top.
Therefore, it is only fitting that you both receive.
Which might sound a bit strange for me to say that, because why wouldn't you pick somebody right at the top? It's to do with what they call the curse of knowledge. Somebody who goes right to the top of their field, wherever they learn and practice every day, is now becoming second nature to them. So they would automatically feel, or not consciously but unconsciously think, what they know, you would know. So sometimes things become so embedded in the way they practice, they just do things unconsciously, and there's a word for this, which is totally losing my mind. I'm going to pop it down here once I remember what it is in the editing, but it becomes so second nature to them. Sometimes they can't explain in layman's terms why they're doing certain things. It's just that they're so efficient in it now. So it can kind of become frustrating sometimes if you're talking to a consultant where they do certain things and you ask them and they can't really give you a clear answer. You're thinking, what is going on? Sometimes the best mentor is somebody not right at the top of the field, or so somebody who's a couple of steps ahead, and they'll be able to probably remember or relate to the struggles that you're having and provide a lot clearer answer. You don't always need to go to right to the top. The mentor just needs to be maybe a couple of years ahead of you, just to guide you, thinking, wait a second, you're doing this, I was doing this, it didn't make sense, do it this way instead, or this is how you do this, XYZ, and mentor you in that way. So you don't need to go right to the top and look for somebody right at the top of their field. It could be literally even someone in the same clinic as you, just a couple of years ahead. And tip number 3, I would say, is a mentor doesn't need to be a human, which sounds very strange, but let me explain. A mentor is somebody who's going to guide you, right? Or someone who's going to show you how to do certain things a certain way, or get you out of a jam. A lot of people have already put a lot of their knowledge in textbooks. You could use a textbook or somebody's writings or note as guidance. Sometimes some of the best mentors are in books. And sometimes some books are so beautifully written that you don't need to have somebody physically explain something to you. You just need to review their notes or review the book and learn that way, or just sometimes message the author. You know, a lot of them love to hear from students. It actually helps them do revisions of their book and take it from that way. So these are 3 tips that things that I've learned when searching for a mentor in different aspects of dentistry, or not even dentistry, it could be any part of life really, that I hope you find useful. If there's anything else or you might find useful, just pop it in the comments below. And yeah, I'll see you next time.